Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I was going to say...
Go ahead and continue. I'll go ahead and get the item real quick.
Alright, so without counting the Season 5 ones, without counting them, because it's a tie, and I don't think a tie is fair, the one of the worst ones, in my opinion, from my childhood, get ready for this.
Go ahead.
Best of Gordon.
Ah, interesting.
Yep. I wasn't a big fan of Best of Gordon. To me, that was the weakest out of the best stuffs, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Because the episodes were good, the episodes themselves were good, but the lack of bonus features just turned me off completely.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Alright, so here's the last item, at least in terms of, like, filling up our item space and everything. The Cane of Samara. Basically, you want to know what this cane does? Here, I'll show you what this cane does.
Does it make you feel old?
No. This is a cane.
Oh!
Yeah, basically it makes a block for you, and, like, basically it's a block for you to, like, push and carry and throw. And basically, if you want to get rid of it, just use the cane again, and pretty much there it goes. It makes fireballs. So pretty much this cane will actually will come in handy, and so it actually does not just make, like, a block for you, but once we get to, like, the second to last dungeon in Turtle Rock, pretty much I'll be able to show off what else it can also do.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so before we continue on, let's go ahead and I'll show off, like, another room real quick. So we got this, and we got another wish rope. And magic. So, yeah, just be careful with these bubbles coming up. Okay. And we got a key. Now, basically, we was to go down over here. Yeah, that's alright. You have a buddy now, but luckily if you get hurt or at least wait a while, then basically, like, you'll go back to your normal Link self.
So you'll go back to normal then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And at least in terms of this part right here, you get more rubies. And you get another heart.
Ooh, I know. You can throw supermodels in. Hey, why can't I move?
Oh, no!
You know who was that?
I'm trying to remember.
I'll do the voice again.
Ooh, I know. You can throw supermodels in. Hey.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, wait. That's Tim Turner's dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, that's from the Timmy and Jimmy Power Hour 3, right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah.
I know. You can throw supermodels in. Hey, why can't I move?
I can't move either.
Ooh,
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
ooh.
ooh, ooh.
I didn't know that Cosmo's voice actor was actually Timmy Turner's dad.
Yes,
until
pretty much like, not only Timmy Turner's dad, but I think you also just mentioned as well, too. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, he also did Jorgen as well.
Oh yeah, true. That's right.
So pretty much like that's another voice actor that can actually do different characters at different times and such.
Ooh, I know.
Ooh, I know. Let's just waste this bomb right here. And I just blew myself up. Alright, so we got everything ready to go. So all we got left to do is make our way down. Let me pull up the map so I can see if I remember how to go down. I think I know where I need... okay, I think I know where I need to go, actually. Let me take another look. Let's see, that's where I just was. So I go... Okay. Right, okay, now I remember.
I was gonna ask you this since I kind of forgot how it worked.
Go ahead.
But since you were a kid in the early 2000s,
Yes, I was.
Obviously. I was mostly a DVD kid, but I gotta ask you, since I don't remember how it worked. If you wanted to say, all right, so you got a VHS, you watched it until the end, till it ended.
Yes.
What did you have to do when you wanted to watch it again?
Pretty much. All right. Let me tell. All right, kids. All right, kids. Gather around and let Grandpa Sakura tell you what you need to do and pretty much how the witchcraft magic of the VHS tapes worked and everything. So basically what you had to do, say you're all done watching a movie. Say you got all done watching, like, Racers, Rescues, and Runaways, and you want to watch it all over again. You know what you had to do? Pop in the VHS tape, press rewind and everything, and all you gotta do is just sit back and wait, and then pretty much, as soon as you hear that click from your VHS tape, that means you can press play again, and there you go. Like, the VHS tape will start all over again for you from the beginning.
Oh wow! So it's just I don't remember because I had a couple VHS when I was a kid, but I was mostly a DVD kid, so I kind of forgot how it worked.
Pretty much, I was kind of the opposite of me and everything. Like, at least in terms of like stuff like Thomas, Bob the Builder, Blue's Clues, and a couple of like Tom and Jerry tapes as well too. Pretty much they were all released on VHSs first, and then sooner or later, like I want to say like. By 2004, 2005, that's when DVDs, like, really took over for, like, a VHS, and, like, by that time, VHS tapes were gone, and pretty much you could only imagine how bummed out I was back then.
Really? So you took the loss of VHS hard?
I wouldn't say, like, super hard and everything, but, like, I was definitely, like, I was definitely sad to see them go, because... pretty much as much as I do, like, or at least, like, appreciate a little bit of, like, some DVD releases and everything. The one bad thing about, like, DVDs back then was that, like, basically say that, like, your DVD didn't work and everything, like, say it was, like, scratched up or dirty beyond repair and everything. Well, pretty much scratched up and dirty beyond repair and everything. Well, you better hope that, like, you could clean it very well to get it working again, or... yeah, you can clean it very well to get it working again. Or pretty much, I hope you have enough money to buy yourself that exact same DVD, and you better hope that exact same DVD is still out there somewhere at your local store. Because if not, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, that's true. You have a fair point. I'll give VHS this. At least they did degrade over time. Yes, but they didn't suffer.
Yeah, but after they released and everything, like, I don't even remember, like, most of them, like, getting, like, worn out so bad to a point to where, like, you couldn't really play them anymore, period. Unless it's, like, one of those VHS tapes where, like, the reels really started coming out of, like, the top of the VHS tapes and everything, and pretty much, like, yeah, that was happening, like, yeah, that was another way to where, like, to where, like, yeah, now your money is just, like, burned, because now you gotta try to find that VHS all over again. And in that case, I wish you, like, extreme good luck of finding that exact copy of your VHS tape all over again.
Yeah. But at least when it comes to stuff like Thomas, it's very easy because it sold extremely well, so...
It did, yeah. I can't deny that.
I've considered getting the VHS tapes and getting myself a VHS player because I never had that experience. Well, obviously I did as a kid, but my family got rid of the VHS player very quickly, so that's why.
And pretty much, like, yeah, by that point and everything, like, you were still super young, so, like, I pretty much get to experience, like, what it was like growing up with, like, the VHS era and such.
Oh yeah, because I remember I was born in 2003, so I was born in, like, the midpoint between DVD winning the war.
Pretty much by that point and everything, like, yeah, by that point and everything, you were literally right at the end of that era where, like, pretty much like you said, like, it was very clear to, like, the marketing team and everything that, like, DVDs were now going to be, like, the new, the new format for people to watch their movies and shows, and pretty much because of that, there's no need for, like, them to, like, pretty much, like, put any of their monies out for, like, a VHS tapes that much anymore.
Yeah, and honestly, I did have one VHS tape of Thomas back then. Mm-hmm. Only one, and that was James and the Red Balloon.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, that was my only Thomas VHS tape. So, I didn't get that one on DVD until, get this, 2009.
Wow.
Yes. I didn't get it till 2009, and yeah, I was very happy to finally get that on DVD because, I was interested to see what were the bonus features, and I wasn't disappointed.
Nice.
But yeah, I never had that experience of watching Thomas on VHS, so one day once I get the cash, I'll probably buy a VHS player and start collecting the VHS tapes, especially the Anchor Bay tapes from the early 2000s that I like, especially Gallant Old Engine.
Oh yeah. I do know that, like, was it Anchor Bay or Video Treasure that, like, did Galdo? Okay, actually, I know that, like, Video Treasure started off with, like, Galdo Legend first, and then eventually it became, like, another property for, like, Anchor Bay to, like, scoop up and such.
Yeah, it started with Video Treasures, and then I believe the founders of Video Treasure founded Anchor Bay.
Yes.
Yeah, so Anchor Bay had the license in the early 90s, up until 2008, because their contract ran out at the end of 2008. So yeah, they knew how to market Thomas very well in terms of DVDs in the US.
They did. They definitely did.
I will say though, I'm not very happy with the way they ended things because near the end they started getting extremely lazy.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're right. It was Anchor Bay that did the VHS tapes.
Mm-hmm.
God, I wish they would have released that Gallant Old Engine with Gordon on the front cover.
Alright, here's our next boss. Pretty much, this is a eye boss and everything. Pretty much all you gotta do, this is all you gotta do for the first half and everything. Just stand here, swing your sword, and actually, yeah, be careful, because I actually almost forgot. Pretty much sooner or later, that big eyeball will start to open up. And if it starts to open up, it's actually gonna start shooting lightning. So once it does, yeah, try to get yourself out of the way as quick as you can. Because otherwise, that lightning actually comes near you, it's gonna hurt like hell, as you can see right here and such. So yeah, pretty much all you gotta really do is just, like, try to swing the sword as best you can. And luckily I actually do have a fairy with me, so yeah, like so and such. So I do have a fairy with me, so we're okay, and I actually do have some magic potions as well too. But
so we're
pretty
good
much as you can see right here, as soon as, like, as soon as the little eyes are done, just keep shooting your arrow at the big guy. And there you go, it's done.
Dead.
Yep, dead. So pretty much, difficult-wise, not all that bad. Very easy, actually. A very easy boss battle. So, with that, we have just rescued all of the 7, actually technically 7, like, okay, actually I don't want to spoil much here, so you know what, Bonnie and May, go right ahead and explain something to me right now.
TR, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then using the wizard, I get him as his pawn.
I think it's like an Agathon or something.
Agathon. Okay, I'll use Agathon for convenience.
And then using the wizard Agathon as his pawn, he drew us to the Dark World. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside of these crystals. He gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't plan on your getting this far.
I think, okay, yeah, English translation, I think there's a little bit, okay, like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the best writer in the world or anything right now, but I think it's supposed to be, Ganon didn't plan on you getting this far, not didn't plan on your getting this far.
Yeah, that was probably a typo. It happens.
Yeah. Now Princess Zelda is waiting for you. Inside of Turtle Rock. Please hurry.
So, yep. Do you understand? Yes, I understand everything.
May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
All right. So, yep.
I guess this is their way of saying "May the Force be with you."
Actually, you know what? Like, pretty much, like, yeah. Honestly, I never really got that until just now, as soon as you brought it up. But yeah, like, honestly, it actually does sound like, at least starts at Nintendo of America. In terms of Nintendo of America, like, yeah, this is, yeah, it actually does sound like their way of saying, like, may the force be with you and such.
It's very. I wouldn't be surprised if whoever translated this was a Star Wars fan, because that does sound like
actually,
something.
You know what? Like, now that you mention it, take a look at that sword. Like, doesn't that kind of look like doesn't that kind of look a little bit like a lightsaber to you? Now that I'm looking at that sword right now.
Oh yeah, it looks like Darth Vader's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So you know what? Maybe you're not too far off in terms of like, pretty much maybe you're not too far. You're not too far off in terms of like. Pretty much like Star Wars being like heavily influenced like this game, or at least like influencing certain parts within this game.
All right, so give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. And pretty much alright. So pretty much while we wait for Barney to get back, pretty much I'll ask him like does he want me to do just a little bit of a small shit around the overworld, or should we end the session off right here? Because pretty much I'm fine with doing either war and everything, because looking at the stream and everything, we actually did manage to do everything that we wanted to do for this session. We did manage to beat, like, the 2 dungeons in this game and everything, so pretty much, like, it's pretty much like, yeah, from here on out and everything, like, depending on how the next session goes, like, it's possible. I'm not gonna say that it is, but it is possible that, like, the next session might be the finale, or at the very least, it's going to lead up to the finale coming up real soon. So, pretty much either the next session or the session afterwards, we are going to be finishing up A Link to the Past real soon. And I'm very excited, because like, I'm definitely interested to like give this game a little bit of a re-review after after playing it for the first time on my gaming channel and such. So, pretty much I hope you guys are also very like excited and ready to like see the finale of this game and such, because after this we only got one more Zelda game left to go for this marathon, and then I can finally start playing the other Zelda games coming up real soon, starting with Ocarina of Time. That I am very looking forward to. But while we wait for Bonnie, if anyone in the chat that's still here, if you guys have any questions or something, feel free to ask them while we wait for Bonnie real quick.
Okay, there we go.
Alrighty, so pretty much, I know, that's fine. Pretty much I was just gonna ask, what do you want to do? Do you want, pretty much we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, do you want to, like, end up the session right here, or what, or pretty much what I was gonna do, I was just gonna get, like, 2 items real quick, from, the overworld, and then pretty much, like, after we get those 2 items, we can end up the session right here. So, what would you like to do?
Let's keep going, because I was taking out the trash and I missed a couple. So let's keep going.
Alright. So pretty much the last thing that we just need to do and everything. First of all, we need to return to the Dark World and such. Now I do believe someone can actually they did not mean to do that, but pretty much like someone can like correct me on this and everything. But excuse me. But I do believe that, like, pretty much the item that we're about to get right now and such, pretty much you could actually get this item way before you enter into World 6 and such, or at least, like, Dungeon 6 and such. But pretty much now that we got done with Dungeon 6, I think it's actually very important that we get these 2 items right now and such. And the only way to get these 2 items, we are going to need to go back into the Dark World. So, thankfully, all we gotta do is just head on over to the spot right here. And basically use this tile to get back to the Dark World and such. Now for this one, make sure that you actually do have 100 rupees, and make sure you have plenty of rupees. Especially for first timers and such. And I'll explain why. So, alright, so as we make it back to the place where we're basically in a light world, used to be Theodore's house, it's actually now a bomb house and such. And basically, as we enter back into this bomb house right here and such, this like a Yoda-like character and everything, and okay, actually, you know what? Like, yeah, the more I think about it, like, yeah, maybe like a Star Wars actually really did inspire this game in some way.
All right, so I'll do the Yoda voice if you want.
Okay, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go talk to him, because pretty much you see this super bomb right here. Go ahead.
All right. This is my best Yoda impression.
100 rupees for 30 bombs. I also have a new super bomb in stock for 100 rupees, please.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. It's actually very good and such.
Please buy it too, mister.
Not too bad, actually. Like, pretty much the only thing I will say is that, like, there were some moments where, like, pretty much like you were going for Yoda, but I also heard a little hint of like Grover as well too in that voice.
It's because the guy that does Yoda did Grover in Sesame Street.
Ah, all right. So that actually explains a lot. That explains a lot then.
Yeah, Frank Oz, the guy that did Bird, Grover,
and Frank Oz. Okay, and I think wasn't he also the one that did Oscar as well?
No, Oscar was done by the same guy that did Big Bird.
By Carol, yeah.
By Carol Spini, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Frank did Bird, Grover, let's see. Like I said, Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Fozzie Bear from the Muppets. Miss Piggy. Yeah, he was Miss Piggy.
Alright.
He did a bunch of characters.
Nice. Oh, I didn't know he did Miss Piggy. Alright, well, alright, well, pretty much like, you sure, pretty much he sure fooled me with that voice for Miss Piggy he gave.
Yeah, Miss Piggy's done by a male. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah, and the guy that replaced him now, Eric Jacobson. Eric Jacobson sounds a lot like him.
Alright.
Like the character sound is identical, but yeah.
Alright. So pretty much like you are gonna want the super bomb and such. And as the text can say, pretty much actually if you wanna go with your Yoda voice again, go ahead, Bonnie.
Alright, here goes.
Thank you very much. You can drop this bomb off anywhere. Press the button A, you must. Forget it. Please don't.
Alright.
Because Yoda's known for talking in reverse. Like,
yes.
For example, let's say, don't do this. Don't do this. He would say, that you must not do.
Pretty much, yes. Actually, yeah, you are right on that. But yeah, as pretty much the text and Yoda just explained and everything, pretty much like, yeah, you're gonna want to carry the super bomb, and pretty much with the super bomb, you can actually detonate it if you were to press the A button, but make sure you actually do not detonate it just yet, because if you were to detonate or accidentally press the A button on it, then pretty much you're gonna have to go back to that bomb shop, pay another 100 rupees, and get that super bomb once again and everything, and carry it with you. But luckily, for where we need to place this bomb and everything, it's actually not too far from where the bomb house is and such. Oh, and another thing I should mention as well, too, do not jump off ledges as well, too. Because if you jump off ledges, then this bomb's going to explode. Then pretty much you're going to leave the bomb behind, it's going to explode on its own. And once again, you're going to need to pay another 100 rupees to get another super bomb.
Oof.
Yeah. But basically, all you need to do, this little crack wall right here, place the super bomb right here. And just wait for the magic to happen as this counter's gonna count down. Alright. So right here we have another mysterious pond. And much like in the mysterious pond in the light world, you can actually throw something in it. In this one, you're gonna want to throw 2 items and such. And yeah, the first one you want to throw is this arrow. Alright, sexy lady. Oh my god, who are you? Hey, hello there. Did you drop this? Yes. You are an honest person. I like you. I will give you something important. I regret coming here now. But yeah, alright, so pretty much as she said right here, and at least thankfully in this game and everything. Alright, so here are the silver arrow. To give Ganon his last moment. You definitely need them. I know I don't quite have the figure of a fairy. Ganon's cruel power is to blame. God damn you, Ganon. You're gonna pay for this. I gotta had another sexy Tinkerbell, dang it. You must defeat Ganon. I will in honor of you, lady. But yeah, here it is, the silver arrow, and as the game said, you need to defeat Ganon. So at least in this instant, the game is telling you, like, yeah, you do not have the silver arrows, you cannot defeat Ganon and such. So pretty much unlike in the NES game, where pretty much like, so unlike in the NES game, at least in terms of like the American audience and everything, where pretty much, like, you don't know if you need the silver arrows until you go find them yourself and do something with it. At least here in this game, like I said, it does tell you that you do need the silver arrow, so that's good.
Thank goodness.
Yes. And, alright, so there's only one more item that we need to throw in here. And that is your sword, actually. So, yeah. So pretty much, like I said, like, you're only going to need this tempered sword for 2 more dungeons. And then pretty much afterwards... Did you drop your lightsaber? Yes, I did. So, here you go. Another lightsaber! Your sword is stronger. You can feel its power throbbing in your hand.
So Link is now a Jedi.
Pretty much he's got a yellow lightsaber now. Look at that. He's got a yellow lightsaber and such.
Because if you have a red lightsaber, that means you're from the dark side. But if yours is a different color, then yeah, you're from the light side. So yeah, now he's on the light side.
Yep, now he is. So alright, so basically with all that, I just need to head on down and basically... Oh, alright, hold on. Let me move out of the way. But actually, yeah, let me show you with the yellow sword. With the yellow sword, now you can actually deal more. More damage to the enemy. And because of that, pretty much now you can deal more stronger attacks. And pretty much like, yeah, as you saw right there, I was able to take down that that boss with just 1 hit and such, or at least that enemy with 1 hit. Alright, so all we need to do right now, and not clip. Okay, now should be a good spot. I swear. Oh, come on! Dick move, game. But at least I made it. Alright. Alright, so all we gotta do right here, let me play the flute. I'm gonna get another magic bottle, because I am gonna need this. Alright, and then all we have left to do, let's go ahead and get ourselves ready for the next dungeon, for the next session, actually, by going over here to Death Mountain. And more specifically, stay in the cave as well, too. So, alright, folks, well, pretty much this is where we're gonna call it a session right here. Like I said, we are almost done with Link to the Past and everything, so depending on how Turtle Rock is going to treat me and everything in terms of, like, both the practice session and in this session alone and everything, it is possible, like I said, not a guarantee, but it is possible that the next session could be the finale for Link of the Past. And even if it's not, then definitely the session afterwards will be the finale and such, so we are almost done with completing A Link to the Past and everything. And like I said, once we are done with that, the only Legend of Zelda game we have left for the marathon is Link's Awakening. So we are almost done with the Zelda marathon, and that means I can move on to like doing the other Zelda games, which I am looking forward to, like with the best of my intentions and such.
Yes. Well, since we're at the end of the stream, let's go ahead and finally talk about updates.
All right. Before we do that, though, real quick, Bonnie. Pretty much give your thoughts on this session so far. Like, how did it feel coming back to Link to the Past after taking that long break and such?
Honestly, I needed a long break because I was so fucking stressed.
No, that's understandable.
And I feel refreshed, energetic, and yeah, I definitely enjoyed this session a lot.
Same here, actually. Like, I definitely enjoyed this session as well too. Like, I felt like it went by very smoothly.
Extremely smoothly, and it didn't even feel 2 hours. It felt like an hour and a half.
It did. Like, I pretty much definitely flowed pretty nicely as well too. So yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun, and thank you, Joe, for actually also joining in on us as well too, if you're still here. So pretty
thanks,
much,
Joe.
Pretty much. Hopefully, you had a lot of fun watching the stream as well too with us.
Yeah. Well, we hope to see you on the next one.
Yep. We'll hope to see you real soon on the next one as well too. But all right, Bonnie, go right ahead. Let's give our little outro as well as updates to our channels and such.
All right, so let's start with Super Retro Brothers because this is the first one that is going to be in use. So, like I said at the beginning of the stream, we're gonna be streaming Mario Kart DS starting on June 22nd, which is a Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, you can go ahead and talk about your game.
Alright, so pretty much, so while he's going to be doing while Bonnie's going to be doing Mario Kart DS, on my end for the Super Gaming Brothers, the racing game that I'm going to pick is Diddy Kong Racing for the N64. And it seems how that Bonnie's going to go ahead and do pretty much complete Mario Kart DS with 100% and everything. I'm going to do the same thing with Diddy Kong Racing, where not only am I going to complete the first adventure of Diddy Kong Racing, but I'm also going to unlock the 2 characters in that game, and also do Adventure 2 on Diddy Kong Racing as well too, which I know I'm going to need a couple of practices, as well as lots of luck on Adventure 2 and such, especially when it comes to the silver coins as well. So pretty much those two games captured your interest on I pretty much captured your interest and everything, and make sure you join us on those live streams. Make sure you join us on those live streams whenever we get ready to post them on our gaming channels.
Yes. So yeah, stay tuned for Mario Kart DS, which we're going to start streaming on June 22nd, Monday.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. Now, in terms of Review Bros, well, we're still working on a couple of videos, but here's the big but. We're going to revive an old series that has been on hiatus for a long time because technical difficulties.
Yes.
And we're going to start completely from scratch. What series is that?
Well, if you guys have been listening to me and Barney rambling on about home medias, DVDs and such, just basically let that be a big hint as to what what our reboot series is going to be once we get ready to upload it onto the Review Bros channel.
Yes, stay tuned for that because I'm still in the middle of research. So yeah, once we have an update and you see the first episode go live, that's the series.
And pretty much over here on my end and everything as well too. By the time these the link to the past parts get uploaded onto the gaming channel and everything, you guys have already known that I've started a brand new Let's Play series of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. And as I've stated before in that game and everything, Barney and I will be returning to Mario Party 3 sometime soon and such, but we don't know when yet because let's just say that Barney is already sick of parties by now.
Yes, so it's going to take a while for me to get the energy to do it again, but we're going to come back to it soon. It's not dead. It's going to come back soon.
Yes, pretty much it's not dead. So in the meantime, not only will I be doing games like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and everything, I also got the Humongous Entertainment games coming up as well too, as well as pretty much as well as other games I do have planned for the gaming channel coming up real soon. Just depends on what game I'm in the mood for playing on that particular day, and basically basically whatever game I'm feeling on playing on that particular day, you guys will know firsthand and such. So alright, I think that's it in terms of updates. At least for me, also in terms of my main channel, more Film of the Year episodes is still coming up and everything. I'm in the middle of recording audio for the next episode coming up real soon, so keep an eye out for that whenever that gets uploaded to my main channel and such. But that should be about it in terms of updates and everything. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for joining us onto this session of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past and everything. It's been a lot of fun, and it's definitely very good to be back here, folks. So hopefully from here on out and everything, and actually another thing we should mention as well too, as Barney also mentioned as well, these streams, at least in terms of these Legend of Zelda streams, they will be streaming at least every 2 weeks and such from now on and everything. That way, both me and Barney can at least get our minds refreshed. I can have a little bit more time of practicing these games as well too, in between the breaks and such, and also time to rest as well, because plan to rest as well. Which thankfully, by the time we get done with A Link to the Past, we'll have plenty of time to rest up and get ready for the last Legend of Zelda game, Link's Awakening, for the Zelda Dawn coming up real soon. So so yeah, at the very least, we'll have a couple more breaks, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated on whenever we do more live streams and such. And I'll definitely set up another poll as what other kind of games you guys want to see me do as a marathon coming up real soon in the near future and such.
Yes.
But anyway, guys, alrighty, so this has been Score Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this session of Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys are super excited to see us doing more of Legend of Zelda and everything, where we might either complete the game next week or the week afterwards and everything, or at least I should say next session or the section afterwards, hit that subscribe button as well. Speaking of games, don't forget, if you guys got any games you want me to try out, list them in the comments or at the YouTube or on my Facebook page. If you guys like movie and TV show reviews, you can check out my main channel where I mostly do that. Or check out mine and Bonnie's co-op channel, Review Bros, where we review movie, TV shows, music, and books together. If you got a brand new series coming up on that one, we got a brand new series coming up on our co-op channel as well too. So keep an eye out for that. And also don't forget, me and Barney also have a co-op channel together, Super Retro Brothers, where basically we just play any kind of games that we want to play on like any given day and such. So until then, everybody, this has been Shakura Diesel with my good friend
Bonnie, also known as OTPod7,
and also with our good friend Theodore. Thank you, guys. And pretty much all three of us are saying like thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all at the next session of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. So, until then, take care, everybody, and may the hero of Triforce be with you.
bye, folks.